The Centaur, also known as Sagittarius, is one of the 14 zodiac signs included in the Allcento Tarot and has an esoteric meaning of action. Hello, I'm Michael J. Auger. Sagittarius is the Latin word for archer, but the origin of this zodiac sign is not a human archer, but the ancient Babylonian god, Palpasang, a god of war and agriculture who was married to a goddess of healing. Palpasang had the upper body of a man, the lower body of a horse, but also had wings and the tails of both a horse and a scorpion. This unusual-looking god did not fit well into the pantheon of the Greeks, so there was some uncertainty on how to adapt him into their mythology. They sometimes depicted the sign of Sagittarius as human, linking with their archer Kronos. Or they sometimes used a depiction of a creature with 4 legs, like Palpasang, linking him with their wise centaur, Chiron. Of these two versions, the centaur version was more popular, and so the myth of Kronos, the archer, evolved so that he too was depicted with the body of a horse, justified as a way to pay tribute to his skill as a horse rider. In 1977, a new celestial object was identified, which was originally classified as an asteroid, but has been also since found to have characteristics of a comet, and designated that way as well. It was named Chiron, after the same centaur the Greeks sometimes used to link with Sagittarius. So, in order to avoid confusion, some modern astrologers now prefer to stick with a human archer representation for Sagittarius. However, long-established symbolism is difficult, if not impossible, to change, and many, myself included, prefer the sign of Sagittarius depicted as a fantastic centaur, and this is the version seen in the Minchiati tradition of the tarot. Towards the bottom of the card, a wild boar is often included as a symbol of wild, untamed energy. The lower equine body of the centaur has also come to represent primal energy and a love for exploring and wandering the world, tasting all the pleasures of life. While the upper body of the centaur symbolizes intellectual and philosophical wisdom. This archetype embraces finding equilibrium between our primal instincts and our higher nature that strives to evolve. It is for this reason the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn corresponds Sagittarius with the Temperance card, which also has a theme of seeking equilibrium. Sagittarius is a fire sign, which links it with Aries the ram, Leo the lion, and Cetus the sea monster. Fire signs are known for their passion, strength, and spontaneity, and the centaur is the purest example. Sagittarius is also traditionally considered a mutable sign, which means it has a variable energy that heralds a change of season. After the watery healing of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, this sign burns with the pure and intense heat to actively push us into embracing the new. In the Allcento Tarot, this sign features the centaur holding an upwards pointed bow and arrow, actively drawn and ready to release. When this card appears in a reading, it represents a need for active and expansive growth. This is the only zodiac sign armed with a weapon. However, the energy of Sagittarius is one of the most friendly and optimistic. The bow and arrow symbolize an energetic drive that tirelessly pursues freedom and knowledge. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, the largest planet of the solar system, and the adventurous spirit of this sign is equally immense. The inconsistent characteristics of this sign sometimes seems to show a lack of interest, but this is usually due to viewpoints and beliefs being so wide open. Most often, those ruled by this sign believe in honesty and straightforward generosity and see the entire world as their home. Let us all channel this energy and seize the day. Our trek through the tarot will continue next week with the sign of Capricorn the Sea Goat. Please give this episode a thumbs up and leave a comment to share your support. As always, I invite you to visit my website, offbeatartwork.com. And until next week, brightest blessings on your spiritual journey.